So I welcome you all for the session 30 of the performance review call. It's been a week that we gave a gap and we are back on track. So, so let's begin with our daily routine as it is, a weekly routine. So 1 second, let me share the thing with you. Yeah. So please confirm if my screen is clear. Yeah. Is my screen visible? Right.
Yes, sir.
Today we will begin as it is. Yeah, as it is, we'll begin with our breakout rooms with networking, followed by a discussion. Okay. Now, as you all are discussing, kindly observe how your maturity of the subject is improving, how your flow of thought is improving, as and when you are picking up the content from various subjects as a part of your study. Okay. So today's question of the day is, are we losing our local identity due to globalization? Share your views. Okay. I hope we didn't discuss this angle of globalization. Are we losing our local identity due to globalization? Share your views. Okay. So this is a question which I will be posting for all of you into your breakout room. So we have 8 people today. So I'll be doing it into 2 breakout rooms. So go ahead and discuss about this particular topic. We have 8 minutes time, and please click the join button and join. Okay. So I'm giving you 8 minutes time, 2 minutes each. Okay. Right. Kindly click join and join. Deepa, kindly click the join button and join the breakout room. Are you able to join in? Okay.
Hello? Hello, sir. Am I audible? Hello?
Right. I welcome you all. Well, when you were discussing, I hope all of you observed this. I shared it in one of the rooms. So when you're sharing about a question, always ensure that you do not share it with general idea. Share it with your example. Share it with your observation. Let it be the most simple ones. It is fine. Okay. And that is how you constantly improve upon. See, what makes a student from a normal student to a topper is that every idea or every perspective a student is sharing in the exam hall as a part of your mains answer writing, when you support it with the fact, with the data, with the example, the examiner knows that, okay, you're not talking out of the blue, you're talking with your clarity. Let me tell you this hack. Even if you do not know a name, even if you do not know the exact name, you can go to an extent of creating your own name in case you don't know about it, just to tell that there is this person who has mentioned about it, about this. No one is interested in your opinion. Everyone is interested in expert's opinion. Are you all understanding? This is the thing that you all need to understand and implement as you go by. See, this quality, when you start doing it, you will start getting it as a part of your talk also. Okay, so kindly pay attention to this and be cautious. Very good. So I hope by now, by listening to others, you have come to a clarity on whether globalization is good for us or not good for us. Because end of the day, we can't avoid globalization in this world. Correct? The only country that you can think of that has not opened its borders much can be something like North Korea. But if you look at North Korea, is it developing? No, they are suffering with a lot of sanctions. Correct? So we have to open up to the world. Now, the question is, how can we make it the best for us is something that you should work upon. You can criticize, but constructively criticize and give a solution to it. Right? I hope I'm clear. Type solution in the chat box if everyone got an idea about this. This is the kind of questions that will come in UPSC. UPSC wants to know your view. They are not interested in any bookish view. They want to know your views. Okay, perfect. So keeping that in context, so going further, coming to the hack of the day. The hack of the day is, this is called as, okay, this is called as a Pareto principle that you might have read. Okay, this is called as a Pareto principle. So here, if you notice,
सर 1 मिनट सर लास्ट वीक भी सर आपने एक ऐसा ही टॉपिक दिया था और आज भी टॉपिक था, दोनों में अंतर क्या था सर? वो थोड़ा क्लियर नहीं था.
Okay, I don't remember what was the previous call that was given.
मतलब ग्लोबलाइजेशन का कुछ वो इम्पैक्ट का कुछ था सर, कुछ इसी टाइप की चीजें.
Let us check on that in a while. That's not a problem. The questions will come in different angle. Okay, 1 second.
सर मैंने एक चीज शेयर किया था, जस्ट मैं एक्चुअली सर कितना सही सोच रहा था, बस उसको एक पॉइंट सर एक्चुअली जो मैंने पॉइंट रखा था ग्रुप में वो ये था कि जैसे कि ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस के जो इम्पैक्ट होते हैं, सर जस्ट एक मिनट, ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस के जो इम्पैक्ट्स होते हैं वो बहुत दिन तक विजिबल होते हैं. हो सकता है वो आज क्रिएट हो रहे हो लेकिन उसका इम्पैक्ट बहुत साल तक आपको मिलेगा. तो सिमिलरली ग्लोबलाइजेशन के भी बहुत सारे ऐसे इम्पैक्ट्स हैं जो अभी समय के साथ विजिबल होगा. हो सकता है वो इम्पैक्ट है भी लेकिन वो विजिबल नहीं है. तो वन थिंग जब हम शेयर किए थे, वाज इट रेलेवेंट सर?
Yes, yes, absolutely. See, now when there's a confluence of cultures, especially that is happening from the outside world to the internal world, there are some best practices that we take and there are some best practices that they take. See, you take China, for instance. In China, if you notice, or Japan, if you notice, they're also globalized countries. But the cultural roots are so strong in both the countries of Japan and China, that though they are globalized, they're strong in their culture. But in India, that's not the case because we are a service-based economy contributing. If you have read economy, you would know this. See, this is how the additional subject knowledge will act as a new opinion that you can make upon. 63% of our GDP, according to the recent economic survey, is generated by service sector, which is giving jobs to 23% of the people. Now notice this. On the other hand, okay, the agriculture, which is giving job to 49% of the people, is generating hardly around 14% of the GDP. Are you noticing this drastic difference? Now, the thing that is contributing the most to our country is us. We all are belonging to service sector economy. But can this create a lot of jobs? Are you understanding? So the point of our country is, though we have to have a system where we strongly create jobs and also embrace the globalization. So the best advantage for us to embrace globalization, keeping into place our employment into picture, the number of people into picture. See, we have crossed close to 135 crore people in population. The only way to give jobs is for manufacturing. So that is why we are making Make in India program, and we are telling the entire world, you manufacture whatever you want, but come to India and manufacture. We will give you good resources. We will give you cheap labor, and we will give you the ease of doing business so that you can manufacture competitively around the world. China had its phase. Now it is the phase of India. And that is the reason why we have the semiconductor policy coming up. We have all the ease of doing business activities that are being taken up to make things easier to get licenses, the land allocation, and the legal aspects of it much easier so that everything can be done faster. Rajnish, getting the idea? Globalization is needed for the country,
Yes, sir.
but the question is, how do we embrace it so that it's a win-win for both? Now, if you look at the cons of that, if you noticed, as Devika was mentioning in the conversation, when you go to office, you become a foreigner because you work with your UK clients, you work with your US clients or European clients, and you behave like them, you talk like them, but when you come out, you're Indian. Are you noticing the difference? One. Second, there's a huge part of the country which works in the night to cater to the requirements of the outer world. Now you are working in a different time zone itself for catering to the other time zones. Okay. It has its own health issues. One, it has its own cultural issues because what they find it important, you also consider important. For example, New Year. New Year is such a big thing in our country also, even now, correct? Okay. Festivals like Christmas, okay, are very huge in our country also when you compare to, other festivals, correct? Valentine's Day, I'm giving you an example. Now, these are all Western concepts, but India is embracing it much higher when it comes to our Indian New Year's. How much is it embraced when compared to them? So the question is, can we create more awareness about our cultural roots, about our cultural habits? Now, another example, if a corporate is coming into our country, okay, they won't just come with their business models. They also come with their cultural influence. Example, McDonald's. We never had a concept of eating bun for breakfast, correct? But today, we're okay with it. Kellogg's, correct? We're okay with it. Now, that was never our culture. Our culture was millets. If you notice, what is grown in our local area suits our body type, correct? Now, that thing, can we reintroduce that in a new form so that people can embrace it better? I'm giving an example of Karnataka. Karnataka is known for ragi. So ragi is something to embrace upon, to actually grow and to consume. But are people really doing it? Are you all understanding that? So this is how, whatever are the lacuna that is happening, what steps can we take to bring or strengthen the lacuna is the focus that you should have. That should be the view. You cannot say that India should not globalize or India should avoid globalization. Or you can't say things like, we should, that globalization has negatively impacted India. That view is easy to take. but you should never take the easy view. You should take the view where you highlight the lacuna and even give the solution. Rajneesh, getting the idea? So on season 29, we discussed the question, is diversity in India under threat due to globalization? Look at it. Now we are discussing the question, are we losing our local identity due to globalization? Both of these are questions of UPSC. But if you notice how the points come similar when it comes to discussing things. Clear? You will learn this as a specific topic under Indian society and also as a part of economy. And as you complete those subjects, you'll get good idea. But should you actually study a subject to give an opinion for this? Not necessary. Even now, if I'm giving you, I want all of you to learn this. Even though you don't know the subject, please understand this is not subject, this is life. You have experienced it around your surroundings. You look around, go out and look around. See how many foreign brands are operating around you. How are they contributing for your life? Are they impacting you or not? For example, Swiggy, Ola, Uber, correct? And the entire gig economy. Did we have that economy earlier? No. Today we have a new economy altogether where that is being brought, the ideas are brought in from Western countries as a part of globalization. Are you getting it? The biggest of the tech companies in the world are in US. They are having a huge impact on India. Take it Facebook, take it as Google. They're impacting so much in our lives. So all these are to be embraced without compromising our roots. That is very important. Because if you don't know your roots, you will not even embrace the globalization effectively to make it a win-free. Rajneesh, observing how I'm building my arguments?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Totally got the clarity, sir.
So can you please express what clarity you got?
Like, सर जो अभी आपने जो हमें समझाया उसमें उसको जिस तरह से आपने उसको इकोनॉमी से जोड़ा है ना, कि वो ग्लोबलाइजेशन का एक जो पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट है कि हमारे देश में वो एक बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूटर है उसका पैसे से, जीडीपी से हमारे ग्रोथ हो रहे हैं उसका। और साथ ही साथ आपने ये भी समझाने की कोशिश की कि एग्रीकल्चर में इतने सारे लोग होने के बाद भी वो हमारे लिए इनफ नहीं है। तो दोनों चीज आपने हमें समझाया कि जो एक हमारा ट्रेडिशनल जो हमारा ऑक्यूपेशन था वो सफिशिएंट नहीं है अभी के जो पॉपुलेशन को कंट्रोल करने के लिए। तो एक पॉजिटिवली आपने अपनी बात को रखी ग्लोबलाइजेशन के कैसे इम्पैक्ट्स हैं, और साथ ही साथ फिर हम आपने ये भी समझाया हमें कि जो कोर वैल्यूज हमारे हैं, जैसे कि वो ड्रेस कल्चर के बारे में बात हो रही है, या फिर जो भी कंपनीज हमारे अराउंड जो एडवर्टीजमेंट प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, जैसे अभी आपने वो फूड क्रॉप्स के बारे में जो आपने हमें समझाया कि जो हमारे ट्रेडिशनल फूड क्रॉप्स थे, जो बहुत हेल्दी फूड क्रॉप्स थे, उन सब चीजों के साथ भी अगर हम जुड़ते हुए चले तो विन विन सिचुएशन होगा। उनसे जो हमें पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट्स मिल रहे हैं वो भी हमारे साथ होंगे, और जो हमारे अपने स्ट्रेंथ है उसको भी हम साथ लेके चलेंगे। तो एट द एंड ऑफ द डे हमारे लिए दोनों साइड से विन विन सिचुएशन।
परफेक्ट, वेरी गुड। नाउ हाउ यू शुड थिंक is, see, now you have completed environment, you have completed geography, you have completed science and technology, correct, Rajneesh? Now,
not just science and technology, I have completed geography and environment.
Okay. What I'm giving you as an example, all of you please check. Whatever subjects you have completed, your scanning for the data should happen from those subjects. When I say, are we losing our local identity due to globalization? What is the geographical perspective to it? Can I get some points from human geography here? Second, environmental perspective to it. Are we getting some points from this particular thing? For example, as I share with you, I got a point. For example, if globalization is coming in, where globalization promotes more industrialization, let's assume, okay, where they don't understand our tribal culture, okay, by spoiling our environment, our forests, okay. Now, isn't that affecting our local identity or our local inhabitants who are living there with their own culture, and we are telling them to modernize, but actually we have a lot to learn from them. Rajneesh, are you observing how I'm linking it only to one angle? So your mind cannot think until you put an anchor to it. So you need an anchor to your thought so that it will start thinking in that angle. What points I can pick up from human geography? What points I can pick up from environment? What can I pick up from science and tech? This is how your scanning should go. So you will come up with beautiful points right then and there as you start doing it. This is called thinking according to the subject.
सर वन आइडिया दैट आई हैव गॉट सर, जैसे सर ग्लोबलाइजेशन की वजह से जो अभी इन्वायरमेंटल प्रॉब्लम्स आए हैं, तो उसी से मुझे लगता है कि इंडिया को वापस एक वर्ल्ड लीडर, जैसे जो अभी इन्वायरमेंटल पॉलिसीज में जो मोदी जी का जो स्टैंड है, या जो इंडिया का, सॉरी नॉट मोदी जी, इंडिया का जो भी स्टैंड है, वो इंडिया को एक न्यू आइडेंटिटी दे रहा है। जिस तरह से इंडिया ने प्रॉमिस किया है वर्ल्ड को कि वो ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस के कंजम्पशन पे रोक लगाएगा, क्योंकि पहले शायद वो एक अलग ढंग की पॉलिसी थी जहां यूएनएफसीसी जो थी वो इम्पोज करती थी कि आपको ये करना है। बट आफ्टर पेरिस एग्रीमेंट चीजें ऐसी हो गई हैं कि एवरीवन कैन प्रॉमिस एज पर देयर ओन, जैसा उनके पास कैपेसिटी है, और इंडिया यहाँ पे बहुत पॉजिटिवली लीड।
A lot of points are there. You just got to think in that direction. Clear? Getting it? And every time you think, you should rethink on that point on as a separate perspective also. You will start really getting a new ideas to it. Rajneesh, okay?
Okay.
Great. Perfect.
Thank you.
Anyway, yeah. So I hope everyone got a clarity today. See, there's nothing like, to continue this, I want to add on to this with the hack of the day. We have students who keep approaching me with a lot of guilt, okay, that they haven't started preparation, or they haven't met the targets as per their expectation. Please understand this, students. From this principle, I want to tell all of you one thing. This is famously called as a Pareto principle, okay, where this is majorly used in the management or in multiple areas. So how can we apply this to UPSC? Understand this. Always, okay, in 100% of the effort, how the principle works, I'll tell you. If a team is there, in the team, 20% of the people will produce 80% of the results. I'm repeating it. How the principle works is, if a team is working, 20% of the team out of the 100% will produce 80% of the results. So how do we take this principle to UPSC? Understand, this is the syllabus, okay? If the syllabus is so huge, which is not defined, in that, knowing what is the 20% that will give 80% of the result, it should be our focus. Please don't go about and try covering the 100% part, because this thing is absolutely not at all achievable and there is no boundary to it. Rather, your focus has to be on the 20% of the most crucial things to be known properly, so that you can get 80% of the result. So when I say 20%, what do I mean? According to our smart ass sequence, what is meant by 20% of the principle? Please understand, this 20% of the principle is nothing but whatever are the concepts you're reading in the subject, finding out whether it is in current affair, one. Second, finding out if the theme is in previous year questions. That's it. These are the only two ways you can narrow down on the content that is there in the 20% of the chance coming up in the exam that is giving 80% of the result. If you don't do this way and focus on covering 100%, you will never be able to even properly cover this 20%, and you will get so overwhelmed that you will not be able to perform. Right? Type Pareto in the chat box if you understood this logic. Pareto in the chat box if you understood this logic. Yeah, this is called Pareto principle. So please, it's okay even if you are lagging behind. Please understand, wherever you are, you have to firefight. I'm repeating it. You will have to firefight to optimize your preparation based on what is the need of the hour. Right? You should not get bogged down with perfectionism that I haven't covered things according to my perception. Example, if you think that by reading Spectrum, you are covered with history, you're wrong. History can never be covered with Spectrum, and Spectrum is not the entire history. Please understand. Right? Just because you read Lakshmikant, does it mean I've covered everything of polity? No. Indian polity is such a huge subject And Lakshmikant is one small book for that. Just because you covered a book doesn't mean you have completed the syllabus. It's for your satisfaction you're doing it. Please understand. That's not the way you do it. Rather, your focus should be on what are the concepts in current affair and what are the concepts in previous year questions. And have I covered all the themes of the previous year questions properly? That should be the focus. And where do I get the theme? You have it here. We have given you the previous year question paper topics. Now, students, if you are getting worried, I want you to open this document, okay? Or if you feel you are prepared, or if you feel you are worried, just open this document. Let us say you go to geography. If you go to geography, I want you to go one by one, topic by topic, to brainstorm. What all do I remember about it? Meteor, meteoroid, meteoroids, asteroids, comets. Do I know about it? Stars nearest to the earth. Have I heard about it? Okay. Climatic zones in the world. What all do I remember about the climatic zone? Well, Willy Willy. Have I heard about this? First, check. Are you familiar with the keyword? Forget about the concept. First, your mind should know that there is something called Willy Willy. If you don't even know what is Willy Willy, what's the point of working on other things? Now, once the familiarity is touched, then you should go deeper. Okay, what do I know about it? So this is how you introduce your mind to new memories and new concepts. And that's how you will start getting more and more confident. See, you will always have a thing that I don't remember anything. Please understand, this logic of I don't remember anything has come because of our education system. Because all this while we are tuned with our education system that before you go to the exam, you mug up the textbook and you go to the exam hall and completely put everything in the paper. That's how you have been tuned to the exams. But that's not how exams work in UPSC because the syllabus is not defined. So you have to internalize the memory, and the memory is already there in you, and it's constantly checking how much is your recall capability for that, right? Can someone share what opened up for you from this principle? Anyone? What did you understand from this principle? How would you like? Anyone can share. Yeah. Right.
Sir,
yeah. Sai Prasha, share what you understood. Yeah.
Yes, Rajnish, go ahead.
Yes, Rajnish, go ahead.
No, actually, सर एक्चुअली जैसे जो मुझे समझ में आया अभी जो आपने बोला कि आप मतलब चीजों को मतलब पेरीफेरी से आप सेंटर की तरफ चलो, जैसे कि आपको सपोज करो कि ज्योग्राफी में बहुत सारे कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं, वो कॉन्सेप्ट्स वर्ड्स के थ्रू आते हैं, पहले आप उन वर्ड्स के साथ अपनी एक फैमिलियरिटी सेट कर लो, अगर वो वर्ड्स फैमिलियर हो जाते हैं फिर धीरे धीरे आप उनके कॉन्सेप्ट्स के थ्रू आप जितना हो सकता है जाने की कोशिश करो, क्योंकि परफेक्शन मतलब परफेक्शन का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है कि अगर सपोज कीजिए कि मान लेते हैं मैं कोई भी टॉपिक पढ़ रहा हूं तो उसमें काफी डिटेल्स में भी बहुत दूर तक भी हम जा सकते हैं, लेकिन हमारी कोशिश ये होनी चाहिए कि जितना हम कर सकते हैं, लाइक अगर हमने एक वर्ड पढ़ा उस वर्ड को जानते हैं, फिर उसके बाद उसमें और क्या जान सकते हैं, फिर उसके करंट अफेयर्स क्या हो सकते हैं, तो इस तरह से एक सिस्टमेटिक अप्रोच लेना पड़ेगा, लेकिन पेरीफेरी से सेंटर की तरफ ही जाने का सर जो मुझे समझ में आया।
Good. Okay. Sai Prasha, go ahead. What did you understand?
Yes, sir. Actually, I think I'm like into revision part and all. Now I'm understood what exactly is doing. Thank you for that. And also like reducing the like from the starting we are like identifying the keywords, then looking for the news background happening around that. So we have been doing that, right? So now I understood what exactly we are. In fact, we are tuning ourselves with the subject, and we are getting more familiar with the keywords especially, so that we can build up some points every time.
Absolutely.
So that's what I understood.
Yeah, very good. See, to add on to both what Rajnish and Sai Prasha mentioned, here, you might have covered the subjects, okay, but just be expecting your mind to reproduce exactly what has been read in the book is wrong. Please understand. Your mind will not remember things that way. Your mind has its own way of remembering things. So once you have understood the concept, then you test your mind, because if you truly understood the concept, your mind will connect the dots. Now the point is to check how your mind is connecting the dots by working on the topics in that particular way. Are you understanding? So for example, let us say you go to Greenwich Mean Time. What all do I remember about Greenwich Mean Time? When you ask your mind, it will start connecting many things which you thought you will never even thought that thought will come to you. I want you to experience that flow of thought by checking on the keywords and brainstorming it, right? So this is how you do revision. So kindly focus on the previous year questions. Kindly focus on the concepts which are there in current affair. And that is the 20% of the topics which will give you 70% of the result. Just because you don't remember a particular report, just because you don't remember a tributary of a particular river, or you don't remember a particular current affair, getting bogged down because of it, it's foolishness. Getting it? You are not here to score 100 on 100. No one can score 100 on 100 in prelims. Okay? You are here to meet the cutoff because this is a competitive exam. Okay? You meeting the cutoff is a challenge which takes hardly around 55 questions correct. So you can let go of certain things and focus on what you remember and what you understand. Right? Very good. Perfect. So kindly, all of them focus on the Pareto principle. Great. So coming now to our review of our week. What's going on? It's been 2 weeks that we met. So, so let's go ahead and go one by one. Okay. So, and we have been successfully doing the 5 a.m. club, and excellent progress is being seen by all the students. Anyone like to share any specific observations of the 5 a.m. club and how it is helping you? Especially Mamta, with your permission, could you please share what you're experiencing in the 5 a.m. club? Mamta, you there? Okay. Mamta, I think. Okay. Yeah. Others? Anyone? I want to hear your experiences, how it's been in the second session of the 5 a.m. club. Okay.
I have already said last time, sir.
You told. Yeah. I want to hear from others. I want you to learn to express. Yeah. Rishita, go ahead. Quickly.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
About the 5 a.m. club, I have been waking up at 5 o'clock for the first 1 month, and in the second section, I was just habituated. I am casually waking up at 4 o'clock without any alarm, sir.
Wow. Okay.
And it actually improved my time, sir. 1 to 1.5 hour class, or at least 2 classes are being completed in those morning time. So as I unexpectedly, I have got some hectic competitions in the recent past 10 days. So this 5 a.m. club actually helped me, sir. I was able to constantly cover minimum of 3 to 4 hours of my study time, even though I am unable to carry out any time in the evening, sir.
Superb. Very good. Excellent. This is exactly what I'm telling all of those students who are into working professionals. If you can get up early, beat the sun, and wake up early, no one can claim that time from you. Students, every day, see, in the evenings, okay, you have a lot of distractions possible, a lot of people always trying to extract your time. Please understand, morning is your time and no one can extract that from you. So you only think, if you're given 86,400 rupees every single day, and if you're losing out 5 to 7,000 rupees every day, would you not go and check, why am I losing that amount? Will you be like, okay, I have 86,400. Why should I? It's okay even if I lose 5 to 7,000. Will you do that? No, right? You'll go and check, why am I losing that 5 to 7,000 rupees per day? Correct? Now that 86,400 is nothing but the 86,400 seconds that you have every day. Can you claim your time to achieve the outcome, as Rishita mentioned? That's all I'm looking at. Excellent. Thank you, Rishita. So no matter how hectic your life can be, how hectic your work can be, for your dream, if you invest your time, you will compound your skill sets as you go, so that what you feel you can achieve later can come to you faster if you are consistent in the approach. Very good. Thank you. Perfect. Anyone else quickly? Okay. So as and when you're getting the thoughts, new realizations and new breakthroughs, do feel free to share. Okay. Perfect. So coming back, so let's begin one by one.
Sir, how to join in the group, sir?
Rohan?
Yes,
Rohan,
sir.
in the next 21-day cycle, you will be added into the group. We are building the
Okay.
structure, and the structure is built now with a
Okay, sir.
core set of students.
Okay.
And now the rules will be more strict and it will be more
Okay.
competitive,
Okay.
where everyone will wake up at 5 a.m. So slowly I'll be adding the students into the group, and based on how they're performing, you will be in the group and all be removed from that
Okay.
group.
Okay.
I'll be adding you in the next
Okay.
cycle.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Right. Perfect. Okay, let's begin one by one. Devika, you start. How's your week going? What's happening?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So I'm covering quality and also doing the PYQs and the current affairs. Along with it, I have started with public administration main like test series also. Like the institute I'm taking the course from is also taking full length test of the topics covered. And we just got over with the economy module. So right now I'm just focusing on polity and
Good. Okay, which chapter in polity?
Polity, I'm on part 4, the conflict between center and state, as per Lakshmikant.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. And the challenge you were facing with polity, are you overcome that?
Yes, sir. Now I try to solve the previous year questions of prelims or mains. I feel comfortable finding out points related to the answer, like the requirement of the answer.
Very
question.
good. Okay. So please remember that as you cover polity, your paper 2 part of public administration is also covered.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is something that you should work upon, interconnected. Okay. So keep looking at what all are the topics in your paper 2 of public administration, and as you cover it, even cover them. Clear?
Sir, there was a request I had.
You mentioned about the economy PDFs, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll get it facilitated. But you generally don't need the PDFs, because why don't you make your notes so it's simple to access? There's a reason behind doing that, because end of the day, if you have PDF, you'll again have to go through it separately, right?
But sir, in economy, like I have a background. So the only need I felt during the classes was to jot down sir's examples with reference to the slides. So I wanted the PDFs to have a printout, and then I can, add on the examples and just revise that.
Got it. Before Monday, you'll receive it. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Good. Thank you. Yes. Rishita, go ahead.
So I was currently in the chapter 22 of ancient history, sir.
Okay. Chapter 22 of ancient history. Okay.
Yes,
you were last time you reported 3 classes were done. Class 22, is it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very
I have
good.
at least 3 days in the between, sir, in the middle. 4 more classes are left, sir, and I will complete that, sir.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So the update, any challenges you face this week?
As I have said, I got selected in some competitions, sir. So that's really disturbed me for 3 to 4 days, sir. And apart from that, consistent, sir.
Okay. So as and when you complete ancient history, I want you to go through the previous year questions, especially for history. That really helps. Going through the previous year questions with your fresh knowledge in place. Spend that one day to go through that 90 to 100 questions that are there in ancient India in previous year questions. It will really help you recall your memory faster. Okay.
Sir, I have another doubt, sir. Actually, module sir said to read 11th and 12th class NCERT, sir. But I couldn't. I was not able to do that, sir. So does that have any effect? I was just going with the modules, sir.
Yeah. So you can see, first priority is you making your notes. Second priority is you can read the entire book. No problem with that. Okay. So if you're able to answer the questions, great. Wherever you're getting a doubt, only that specific area you can refer. Rishita.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
You're going
sir.
in a good pace. You're understanding things, right? Are you facing any challenge there?
No, sir. No, sir. About the understanding, I was very good, and I was wherever I'm getting the doubt, I was able to refer, sir.
That's it. So because end of the day, the faculty himself would have read all the NCERTs, all the important reference books, and he would have made his notes and linked it to current affairs, previous year questions, and then sharing the class. So you are getting the refined version of that. So when you're getting the refined version of it, only when the need arises, you can actually go back to the NCERT. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Rajnish, go ahead. Any challenges? Any progress on things? Yeah.
सर लास्ट वीक तो थोड़ा सा मैं पढ़ नहीं पाया था क्योंकि मेरे घर में ही कुछ फंक्शन थे, तो लास्ट वीक कुछ ज्यादा नहीं हुआ था, लेकिन इस वीक वापस चीजें फ्लो में हैं। मैंने अभी तक आपको बताया भी था कि ज्योग्राफी और इन्वायरमेंट, एंशिएंट एंड मेडिवल, ये 4 मेरा खत्म हुआ है। और अभी मैं मॉडर्न के साथ हूँ सर। मेरी प्लानिंग है कि नेक्स्ट वीक तक मैं मॉडर्न को फिनिश करूँ। और एंथ्रोपोलॉजी
challenges and best practices.
सर चैलेंजेस तो सर है थोड़ा सा, मतलब वो एक्चुअली मेरे वर्क लाइफ की वजह से है, वो कॉल्स वगैरह थोड़े आते रहते हैं। तो उसकी वजह से ये होता है कि जैसे कभी कभी मान लेते हैं कि किसी पेरेंट से मीट करना हुआ तो गया, तो फिर वो मतलब शायद मीटिंग 10 मिनट की हुई, लेकिन जब रिटर्न होता हूँ तो हो सकता है कभी कभी वो हाफ एन आवर या 1 आवर भी लग जाता है, वो देन एंड देयर वो स्विच नहीं कर पाता हूँ। ये एक चैलेंज मैंने रिसेंटली ऑब्जर्व किया है सर।
Okay. What have you figured out as a possibility for that? How do you think we can tackle the challenge?
सर एक्चुअली मैंने इसके लिए कोशिश किया है कि मतलब जब भी मैं बाहर जाऊं तो खुद के साथ थोड़ा आपके साथ थोड़ा बात करके कि एक्चुअली आई हैव टू रिटर्न बैक विद इन टाइम, है ना, वो एक पेज पे मैं लिखने की कोशिश करता हूँ कितने समय में मुझे लौट जाना है। तो ऑल्दो बहुत अच्छे से इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं हो पा रहा है सर, वो दिक्कत तो है थोड़ा सा।
So here I want to add on one thing. See, there are 3 kinds of activities that happens in any organization. One is called clerical activity. Second is called tactical activity. Third is called strategic activity. So if I have to put it in simple words, whatever are the things that you're doing when it comes to your work, okay, always check, can I delegate this to someone with a skill in place? Please check. Can someone can he do my work as effectively as I can do? If yes, you put it to others. If there's something that it's very crucial for where your involvement is absolutely needed, only embrace that. Getting the clarity? So always work towards duplication and delegation. Okay. And give them that freedom to improvise on things. And that's when you will gain your time, Rajesh. Yeah. Because tomorrow also, when you become an officer, you will have a huge department to handle. So when you have a huge department to handle, you can't do all the work. You should be strong enough to delegate things to the team, and you supervise the quality and the overall process. Things should happen like a clockwork. Yeah. Right. So think on those lines and see what all possibilities are there. What is consuming a lot of your time? You please check on that and delegate, slowly start delegating to the team. Okay.
Sure.
Perfect.
Regarding sir, one thing that I have found, like जैसे बहुत सारे facts तो आ ही रहे थे, तो जैसे आपने वो बताया भी था अभी थोड़ी देर पहले की वो by the keywords, तो अभी मैं पहले तो मैं notes नहीं बना रहा था, मैं तो like किसी और के notes से ही मैं काम चला रहा हूँ। लेकिन जो मैंने अभी recently एक चीज जो किया है कि जब आप क्लास करते हो तो राइट डाउन फ्यू कीवर्ड जिससे आप अपने पूरे क्लास को रिकॉल कर सकते हो, और वो मतलब बहुत छोटा होता है, मतलब अगर आपके क्लास में जितना सर ने लिखवाया है तो मुश्किल से 10% ऑफ इट, और वो मुझे थोड़ा मदद करता है इस सेंस में कि मैं बहुत क्विक रिवीजन कर लेता हूँ जब भी मैं कोई नया, सपोज करो हिस्ट्री में तो काफी लिंकिंग होती है, तो अगर वो चीजें याद होती हैं, नाम याद होता है, तो थोड़ा इंटरेस्ट बनता है कि अच्छा हमने इसको तो वहां भी पढ़ा था। तो ये चीज मुझे थोड़ी सी मदद की है रिसेंटली, जो मैंने अपने साथ एक नया टेक्निक ऐड किया था। खासकर मैं मॉडर्न को जब पढ़ रहा हूँ तो मैं इसी तरीके से पढ़ रहा हूँ कि 10% 20% कीवर्ड्स, एंड दोज कीवर्ड्स के साथ आपको स्टोरी बनाने आना चाहिए कि आपने वहां पे क्या माना। जैसे सपोज कि रिवेलियन के बारे में हमने पढ़ा, या एडवेंस के बारे में पढ़ा, पोर्तुगीज के बारे में पढ़ा, तो बस पोर्तुगीज लिखा हुआ है, रेस्ट एवरीथिंग आपको खुद से सोचना है, कितना सोच पा रहे, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली नोट्स तो है, अगर कुछ डाउट होगा तो यू कैन फर्दर लुक इनटू इट, लेकिन अगर आप खुद से सोचते हो तो वो ब्रेन इंटरेस्ट भी लेता है और वो फिर सब्जेक्ट के साथ आपका थोड़ा सा ईज हो जाता है, फिर आपको दिक्कत नहीं होती।
Excellent. It will be great, Rajneesh, if you could share a sample of your notes. So it will really add as a best practice for others. Okay.
तो सर जैसे
एक chapter का notes आप you take a screenshot of take a photo of that and put it into the group, the daily workout group. It will really add as an example.
ओके सर, मैं इसमें जस्ट थोड़ा सा क्या करता हूँ सर कि मैं लिखता हूँ और इसमें ना मतलब बहुत शॉर्टकट्स लिखे हुए होते हैं, कुछ भी पूरा लिखा हुआ नहीं होता। जैसे वो नाम है तो बीच में जगह छोड़ दिया गया है, और मतलब जैसे कि कुछ चीजें वैसी हैं तो वहां पे कुछ भी लिखा हुआ है जिससे कि वो ब्रेन थोड़ा वहां जाए ना, क्योंकि आपने कुछ और सुना हुआ है और वहां पे किसी और ढंग से रिप्रेजेंटेशन। ये मेरा अपना है सर, मैं हिस्ट्री का नोट्स आपको लिखा हूँ।
वेरी गुड।
तो जैसे उसमें मान लेते हैं कि बैटल ऑफ प्लासी लिखा हुआ है या बैटल ऑफ बक्सर लिखा हुआ है, तो बस कीवर्ड्स लिख के मैंने छोड़ दिया है। तो इससे सर बहुत हेल्प मिलता है मुझे, है ना। ये शायद उल्टा दिख रहा होगा, जो भी है। इसमें से मान लेते हैं पोर्तुगीज ने बहुत सारी चीजें हमें दी, तो पूरा वर्ड्स नहीं लिखा हुआ है, जस्ट यहाँ पे जस्ट ऐसे डैश डैश करके छोड़ा हुआ है। स्टार्टिंग के 1-2 वर्ड्स लिखे हुए हैं, तो जब आप उसको पढ़ते हो ना तो याद आता है कि अच्छा यहाँ पे तो इस तरह से। थोड़ा सा इमेजिनेटिव होता हूँ, थोड़ा सा मैं मेमोनिक्स बनाता हूँ, मैं पिक्चर्स ड्रॉ करता हूँ। जैसे मैं लड़ाइयाँ जो होती है ना, तो मैं उसमें पिक्चर्स ड्रॉ करता हूँ कि अच्छा इसके बीच में लड़ाई हो रही है, ये इसको मार दिया, ये इसको काट दिया। मतलब थोड़ा सा फन करने की कोशिश करता हूँ। ये मुझे पर्सनली बहुत हेल्प करता है इस चीज में।
Yes, very good. These are the perfect ways to remember things.
जो मैं थोड़ा सा एक और चीज शेयर करूंगा, एक्चुअली मैंने अभी इन्वायरमेंट कंप्लीट किया है सर। तो इन्वायरमेंट में जो मेरे को जो चैलेंजेस थे कि इतने सारे प्रोटोकॉल्स और इतने एनजीओज एनजीओज, ये सब कुछ ना बहुत अजीब था सर। लेकिन जब मैंने इसको कंप्लीट किया, मैंने इसमें काफी सारे हेल्प्स भी लिए हैं, मतलब अदर सोर्सेज से। लेकिन अल्टीमेटली एट द एंड ऑफ द डे मेरे दिमाग में एक कंप्लीट पिक्चर है सर। जैसे ओजोन के बारे में तो एक पिक्चर बना हुआ है कि ओजोन 1840 में शुरू हुआ, मतलब एक स्टोरी है ओजोन के साथ कि 1840 में आया, फिर उसका 1900s में कुछ हुआ, 1920s में कुछ हुआ, 1970s में कुछ हुआ। मतलब अगर मैं इन्वायरमेंट की बात करूं तो इन्वायरमेंट में जैसे कि ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस हैं, या फिर बायोडाइवर्सिटी है, या फिर पॉल्यूटेंट्स हैं। मतलब ये जो सारी टॉपिक्स है ना सर, ये बहुत सीरियली अरेंज्ड है। लेकिन अगर आप उसको सिक्वेंशियली नहीं देख रहे हो ना, तो फिर आपको ना वो कहानी अगर आपको नहीं मिला है ना, तो फिर वो बहुत बोरिंग हो जाता है और बहुत हेक्टिक हो जाता है। तो इन्वायरमेंट में अगर आप स्टोरी क्रिएट कर लो, और अगर किसी को जरूरत होगी उस स्टोरी की, तो आई कैन हेल्प विद देम कि वो क्या स्टोरी है। वो ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लगेगा, आई कैन जॉट इट डाउन कि ये सब प्रोटोकॉल्स आए थे, इसमें ये सब सारी चीजें हुई थी। वो बहुत हेल्प किया सर मुझे इन्वायरमेंट में खासकर। क्योंकि अभी सपोज कीजिए मोदी जी जो 2000 में जो बोल के आए हैं, वो आपको नहीं समझ में आएगा until you have the idea about all those things जो अभी तक हुआ है। और उसमें ना पूरी दिखती है कि ये वर्ल्ड पॉलिटिक्स में कैसे चीजें हो रही हैं। मतलब प्रोटोकॉल्स बनाए जाते हैं, फिर उस प्रोटोकॉल पे कोई फॉलो नहीं करता है। अभी जैसे मैं एग्जांपल भी ले रहा था यूएनएफसीसी का, कि यूएनएफसीसी जब बना 1990s में, जब उसको बनाया गया ओजोन के बाद, तो उसने रूल्स इम्पोज किए। तो रूल्स जब इम्पोज किए, उसमें फिर 1992 में रियो सबमिट्स भी हुआ, क्योटो प्रोटोकॉल्स भी आया, लेकिन उसको साइन करते करते कनाडा वालों ने बहुत टाइम लगा दिया। उसमें ये था कि चीजें इम्पोज हो रही हैं यहाँ पे, तो कोई भी आपको सीरियसली नहीं ले रहा है, क्योंकि किसी को भी ईगो शायद पसंद नहीं है। लेकिन जब बराक ओबामा सेकंड टर्म में आए, तो उनको था कि भाई मुझे तो कुछ करना है, तो उन्होंने पेरिस एग्रीमेंट किया। हर चाहता है कि कुछ ना कुछ हो जाए। अब ये सब कहानी शायद आपके एग्जाम्स के लिए जरूरी नहीं है, लेकिन वो दिमाग के इंटरेस्ट के लिए जरूरी है। फिर बराक ओबामा आए, उन्होंने पेरिस एग्रीमेंट्स करवाया। उसमें जो अप्रोच था वो किसी का इंस्ट्रक्शन नहीं था, सबका था कि आप अपने हिसाब से काम कर सकते हैं। उसमें इंडिया और ब्राजील ने बड़ा अच्छा काम किया। अभी इंडिया और ब्राजील एक अलग लेवल से पावर्स आ रहे हैं। तो पहले आपने क्या कर रखा, कोई रेलेवेंस नहीं है। अभी जो आप कर रहे हो, दुनिया उसी को सलाम कर। तो ये चीज ना इन्वायरमेंट में मेरे को जबरदस्त मदद किया। एंड आई फेल्ट की बहुत बायोडाइवर्सिटी है उसमें भी। जैसे फूड साइकिल्स हैं, वो फूड साइकिल्स इतने रेलेवेंट हैं कि अगर फूड साइकिल्स आप समझते हो और फूड साइकिल्स का कनेक्शन आप समझते हो कि फूड साइकिल्स कैसे कनेक्टेड है ग्रीन हाउस से, ओजोन होल के बारे में आइडिया होना चाहिए। तो ये सब सारी चीजें बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग करती है। तो ये खासकर इन्वायरमेंट मेरे लिए एक गेम चेंजर है सर, एज आई पर्सनली थिंक। ये मुझे बहुत मदद किया, क्योंकि मेरी जर्नी को भी मुश्किल से 2 ही महीने हुए सर। इसके पहले तो मेरे को कोई आइडिया भी नहीं था। बस तो ये मैंने शेयर किया कि थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम।
Exactly. I want everyone to observe how when you enjoy a subject and you go into that subject and understand it and interlink it, the joy of learning truly makes this journey effortless. And this is what exactly I want everyone to look into Rajneesh and his sharing that he has done today. So enjoy the journey, interlink things, observe how everything's getting interconnected. And that's when, your essays will beautifully come out. Your GS answers will beautifully come out. And your analysis will be much better than any other student without any effort. Right? Very good, Rajneesh. Happy for you. Very good. Keep up the progress and your strength. See, everyone will have a subject that they really resonate with. And yours is environment and ecology. Now, this kind of an interest, this kind of an approach should be experienced in all the subjects by you. The curiosity should be there.
एक लाइन और मैं सोचता हूँ सर कि ultimately you have to king. अगर राजा बनना है तो राजा को सब कुछ पता होना चाहिए. ये लाइंस मुझे बहुत मोटिवेट करती है सर कि राजा बनना है आपको तो आपके पास वो सॉल्यूशन सारे चीजों के होने चाहिए. तो मेरे लिए एजुकेशन का सिंपल सा आइडिया है कि ये आपके ऑब्जर्वेशनल स्किल्स को इम्प्रूव करती है. आप होते हुए भी आप नहीं देख पा रहे हो. मतलब अभी तक ओजोन था हमारे बीच में, लेकिन हमको कभी समझ में नहीं आया कि हाउ इट इज मतलब इम्पैक्टिंग. जैसे उसमें भी थोड़ा सा मैं एग्जांपल्स ले रहा हूँ सर, क्योंकि अल्टीमेटली इवन आई फील कि हम सब जो साथ हैं तो सबका ही अच्छा हो जाए. तो जस्ट ये थोड़ा एक टीचर वाला ही मेरा एटीट्यूड है, तो मैं थोड़ा शेयर कर लेता हूँ. थोड़ा ज्यादा बोल ले रहा हूँ, लेकिन स्टिल आई पर्सनली उसमें सीएफसी की बात हुई, सीएफसी की बात हुई तो सीएफसी पे भी चीजें हुई, फिर एचसीएफसी की बात हुई, फिर एचसीएफसी के बाद फिर एचएफसी की बात हुई, फिर अभी एचएफओ पे दुनिया है. तो सीएफसी की बात हुई और फिर एचसीएफसी जब लाया गया तो उसकी ओडीएस कम थी, लेकिन एचसीएफसी का ग्रीन हाउस इम्पैक्ट ज्यादा था. फिर एचसीएफसी से फिर एचएफसी की बात हो गई, फिर वहां पे ग्रीन हाउस. तो ये सारी चीजें ना सर इतना मतलब मुझे मजा देती है कि अरे यार लाइफ में मैंने तो कुछ सीखा ही नहीं था इसके पहले. तो वो चीज मुझे बहुत मजा देती है सर. और शायद पहले से मैं कुछ पढ़ा नहीं था ठीक से, तो ये चीज और भी मेरे को थोड़ा सा पुश करता है कि यार जानो, सीखो. ऑब्जर्वेशन बहुत जरूरी है. अल्टीमेटली एट द एंड ऑफ द राजा बनना है तो ऑब्जर्वेशन तो बहुत हाई होने चाहिए. अगर अदरवाइज फिर डिजर्व नहीं करते हो तो फिर डोंट आस्क फॉर दोज काइंड ऑफ जॉब्स. फिर तो जस्टिस नहीं कर पाओगे.
Beautiful. Well said. Very good. So if you want to be a king, know like a king, know everything. Very good. Very good. Well said, Rajneesh. So keep up the pace. You're doing well. Nice. Very good. Yeah. Next. Yeah. Purvi, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Actually, I was currently working on modern Indian history. Like I've completed 35 classes.
Very good. Okay.
And I've completed the environment subject.
Okay.
So I was working currently on science and technology. I completed like 11 classes. And also I was doing the topic related current affairs also, sir.
Can you please repeat it? History, which class were you in?
35, sir.
35. Very good. Okay. And you have completed what else?
Environment and ecology, sir.
Which class?
Completed, sir.
Oh, completed. Okay. Very good. Okay. Yeah.
And science and technology, like up to 11 classes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Very good. Yeah. Go ahead. So what were your best practices that you're following? Any challenges you faced, Purvi?
Sir, I was like practicing some answer writing, but like it was, I was feeling it was very horrible.
Yes, it does come like that. Okay. What did you observe in your answer writing when you were doing it?
Something like I was writing, but somewhere it is going out of the concept. Like I was feeling in that way, sir.
Okay.
And also, like sometimes I'm not understanding what was the theme of the question or what exactly the question wants. Like I was not understanding that, sir.
Very good. Okay. So this observations that you got, right? Now the question is, had that concept been covered as a part of your notes?
Yes, sir. Covered.
Correct. So now here, what you need to do when you are doing such kind of activity is, see, there is a way to understand how to break down the question. See, in a question, there's something called as an action area, and there's something called as a keywords, in which angle you need to write the question. For example, if it is comment, you need to write in a particular way. If it is analyze, you have to write in a particular way. Justify in a different way. Correct. So the demand, the content of the question remains the same, but the arrangement will differ. Okay. So what I would recommend, Purvi, is when you're taking a question like that, okay, any question, you can reread the question once or twice. Keep your notes open. Relook at your notes again and again and again and see which point you can take from your note for the question. Clear? You have to train your mind to start rearranging the content you have written into the question format. Okay, this is how you can begin your baby steps with answer writing. You don't worry about writing the whole answer. Just focus on what are the points and the arguments you can write. See, for example, today we discussed a question. Is our local identity under threat due to globalization? Share your views. Okay. So when they say share your view, it can be both positive view and negative view. So you can take two views here. One, our local identity is under threat due to globalization, due to so and so. Local identity is being empowered due to globalization, due to so and so. Are you getting it? So what is the way forward? So now when you arrange your thoughts in this particular way and think on these lines, you will start generating the points. Purvi, getting the logic? Okay.
Yes.
So that is the reason why I generally tell, don't directly jump into answer writing. First do answer thinking. And the best way to do answer thinking is to go from a broader perspective to the narrow perspective. Always understand that the elongated version of GS is essay. The shortened version of essay is GS. So that is the reason why if an essay topic is given to you, start working on the essay topic on a broader scale. And then you will constantly be able to narrow down to the smaller scale when it comes to answer writing. Purvi, getting it? In case you're doing the GS answer writing, do this technique that I've told you.
Yes,
you will have a separate 100-day mentoring program, hardcore, with 2 questions per day for you to work upon. This is a format with which you will be working upon. The way to break down the keyword of a question, how to generate the points, how to anchor your thoughts, all of them will be taught to you. Purvi, getting the logic here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now also you can write. But the point is just that you will not be catering to the demands of the UPSC examiner based on what criteria he all uses for your answers. Okay. So that part will be taught to you as a part of mentoring program. But now you can season your thought process by just mentioning the points and not the whole answer. Okay?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Good. Thanks for sharing. This is how these kind of thoughts, these kind of challenges you should share. You should never keep it with yourself. When you share and get a perspective to what you're doing it, you will be able to understand the whole process. Else what will happen? You yourself will start judging you, saying that I'm not able to write an answer. I wonder how am I preparing? I'm not well preparing. So you'll put a thought process into your mind. What you feed your mind is how your mind will process it. Your mind will be like, okay, Purvi is saying that I'm not performing well, so I won't perform well. Getting this, Purvi? Though you might be performing well, this wrong thought process feeding into your mind, to your subconscious mind in a wrong way, is impacting your subconscious thought process in further steps. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So do that. Do answer thinking and not answer writing.
Yes, sure, sir.
Okay. That's the reason why we are making you to network and think on the answer. When multiple brains will come forward, think in new perspectives, you will be able to generate more points. Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, next. Raj, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Raj. Yes. Where do you stand?
Sir, yes, I completed environment and science and tech, both the subjects. Sir, and I will start history from tomorrow.
Okay. You.
So,
where is your name?
Raj.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have completed. Can you please repeat? Sorry. You completed environment.
Yes, and science and tech also.
Very good. Perfect. It's a good progress.
Okay.
Okay, so you're
And,
starting with history.
History now. Okay, sir.
Okay. Till where you have completed history?
No, sir. I am about to start on.
Okay.
I
In
will
the
start
previous
from tomorrow.
subjects, did you also manage to link it to current affair and previous year question,
Yes.
or just the notes?
No, sir. Only current affairs. I haven't attempted any PYQ till now, sir.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
That is the
That's
challenge I am facing.
good. Okay. But have you made a list of the concepts that you have covered?
Not concepts, sir, but I have made mind maps or short notes for the environment and science both, sir.
Okay.
Both are in
And
the
how,
same book only.
when you're linking it to current affair, how are you making the notes of your current affair there?
Sir, I maintain another page for the current affairs. For example, if I studied the ecosystem or the ozone depletion, after that 2-3 pages I search for the keyword and make the notes of current affairs only. Separate current
Good.
affairs and separate notes.
So right next to the notes, you're making the current affair. Is that how you're doing it?
Yes.
Perfect. Yes. Okay. So whichever concept you're writing the current affairs next to, that concept stands important for this year. That's all. Got it. Good. So in your second revision, what you can do is you can start your revision from the previous year questions itself. Okay.
Okay.
Very good. Good, Raj. Any challenges?
No, sir. Only PYQ I haven't attempted for the geography and both the 3 subjects. All the 3 subjects.
Okay. That's okay. You can keep a day. See, now is a good time. If you are about to start your history, now is a good time if you can spare 2 to 3 days to cover all the previous year question papers, not from this document. Use it from the, take the previous year questions of the 25 years question paper book and solve all of them. So once you are covering all this, and this document will really help you for quick revision. But that particular document of previous year questions, that will really help you to work on learning through the questions. So I want you to invest another, please invest your weekend or a few 2 to 3 more days, cover all the previous year questions. So you will get a really good idea on things. Clear?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is how we go about. So everything is interlinked: geography, environment, and science and tech. Okay.
Okay. And sir, what things should I follow while covering history?
Here you keep Spectrum notebook next to you. Okay. And just keep on covering the classes. And as in when you're covering the class, you can keep checking on to the Spectrum textbook for covering that concept when it comes to modern India. Okay. Ancient and medieval, you just go with the flow of the class. And if you want to read any specific reference chapter, you can read it from the NCERT. But go with old NCERT for ancient, and medieval old NCERT is not much relevant. So modern NCERT will do the work. And the new NCERT will do the work. And for modern India, you use Spectrum. The UPSC success book list has all of it.
Okay.
I'll show you. The success book list you have, right? Okay. This book list is there. All the links are provided here, Raj. Okay. You will have it here.
Okay.
You see this? The Amazon links are provided here. You just refer to these books. That's sufficient. Okay. But especially for history, previous year questions plays a very important role. So as and when you're covering the subject and finishing the module, go through the previous year questions.
Okay.
Clear? Okay.
So
don't work on making detailed notes for it, because you have, especially modern India, you focus on making notes of the analysis alone. Facts and other things, you will find it as a part of the reference book. Okay. Okay.
So what about the current affairs? Should I continue with that or linking concept to current affairs or not in case
Yeah,
of
yeah,
history?
please do that. Even in history, it matters.
Okay.
Okay. See, as I told you the other day, Ramanujacharya, you will come across as a part of Bhakti Saints. This year he was in news. He came in prelims.
Yes.
Clear? Got it? So if you see the hot topics list, see this list you have, no? Okay, what happened to this? some issue. But check the hot topics list, art and culture section. You will have all the things that are in news right there. Okay. But when you're studying, for example, let us say you're studying Indus Valley Civilization. Indus Valley. Okay. Civilization, the Hindu. As simple as that. Yeah. So you will get to know this 29 September 2022 extract from the wonder that was Harappan civilization. That's in books. Chennai. Here there is an Hindu article. Who built the Indus Valley civilization? But this is in 2017. 2021, there's a news, Dholavira. So this one could act as something important for us. Clear? Though it is in 2021, the Harappan city is the first Indus Valley civilization site in India that received the World Heritage Tag. You see this?
Yes.
Stands important. So you just go through this, identify. So okay, it's Gujarat, so Dholavira is here. Identify in the map, and just go through this, and this stands important for us. Clear?
Yes.
That's it, Raj. Especially history. Kindly understand. 15 questions will come in prelims. Around 8 questions will come in mains. 5, 5, 5. According to the recent pattern, 5 ancient, 5 medieval, 5 modern. This is how they are dividing the questions. If you rely on modern India alone, it's going to backfire. Always invest your time in all the 3 segments. Okay.
Okay.
UPSC knows how a student thinks. The entire country is of an opinion that you focus on modern, you get more questions. But UPSC knows that, and they want to make the questions as difficult as possible in modern, easy in ancient and medieval. Rather focus on all the 3 sections so that you can encash on the ancient and medieval effectively. Because modern, it's kind of impossible for you to judge many of the questions because many of them come out of what books you refer. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Raj. So go ahead.
Okay.
Everyone, those who are starting with history, please take these points into consideration and do it. Okay. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Devika, you have anything to share? You have raised a hand.
Yes, sir. Sir, in the last lecture, like I had a word with you regarding the revision part. Like while writing essays or otherwise, I am not able to recall the geography or history I have already covered. So with reference to this Excel sheet of hot topics, can I do my revision?
Yeah, you can. Have you solved the previous year questions, Devika?
While covering the lectures, I was checking the previous year questions.
Checking or solving?
Solving,
right? Okay. Then what you can do is you can recall your memory through the hot topics list. It's a great way. You can. It will really help you. See, the state you are in, students, I want everyone to notice, everyone will go through this stage. Okay, because your first revision is only the first draft of information on your mind. Okay, it's not like internalized. So when you're doing your second revision, you will start recalling many things. Do open book system, Devika. First, you'll see a topic. So I'll show you. You can do it right now. Okay. So I'll show you this. Now let us say we go to hot topics. Where is the hot topic? Okay. So let us say you go to previous year question paper topics. Now let us say I tell ISRO. What all do you remember about ISRO cryogenic engine? So when I say ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization is what comes into place. And cryogenic engine. What do you remember about cryogenic engine? You should start thinking. Cryo means ice. Where is it used? Is it used in PSLV? Is it used in GSLV? What all things can come into place? What all you're remembering about it, you'll start brainstorming. Now, you should check, Devika. When I say cryogenic engine, is this the first time I'm hearing the word cryo? Or do I know about it? Go to that particular topic and actually look into it. Right? Clear?
Yes. So I have to check a topic and check all the things I can recall and then cross check it with my own notes.
Yeah, if you have any. That's a good way to do it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Thank you. Next, we have Mamta. Could you like to go ahead? Mamta, okay, Mamta is not there. Yes, Anupama, would you like to share? Okay, Mamta, you're there? Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Yes. Sumant, I'm able to complete geography, climatology. So oceanography I had started today. So maybe by Monday I'll be done with geography. I'm planning to go with environment and ecology, Sumant.
Very good. Okay. Good. Any best practices for the week, Mamta? Or
best practices, like as I told last time, like I'm able to wake up early, but I was not able to do it effectively. But now I'm able to do it effectively because I'm trying to speed up the video and going with that flow. And also, apart from that, yeah, so that thing is helping me a lot. A morning session, which I used to start wherein I used to keep a target nowadays. Like earlier, I just started with get into flow. Now I used to have I should complete this much concepts today. I have to learn this. So as per that, I'm trying to complete it, Sumant.
Very good. Good. So keep up the pace. And again, consciously keep on improvising and fastening up. Okay. Very good.
Yes, definitely, Sumant. Yeah, now I'm getting I'll be getting 3 hours like that every day. So I'll be going with that, how much ever I'm able to complete. So I'm trying to do that, Sumant.
Yeah, very good. So always take a long call with
now, one thing I'm doing is I'm not going to view how syllabus others completed. So I'm not thinking as such. Maybe because of that, I'm trying to go with the flow that I have.
Yes. Yes. Mamta, are you there?
Yes, Sumant.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying that earlier you used to get overwhelmed looking at others doing things and me not doing it.
Yes,
is that what you're saying?
Initially, I used to when everyone completed more syllabus and all, I just started, right? But now what I used to use, I should have my own set of plans to complete. So as per that flow, I'm trying to compete with myself.
Perfect. Superb. Here, students, I want to highlight this point: compare versus inspire. Please understand, when you compare, it turns negative for you most of the time, because when you compare, you are literally comparing in a very you are actually putting yourself down when you compare. MS Dhoni once said, Bill Gates once said, you never compare because you are insulting yourself. Rather, you take inspiration. See how others are doing it faster and better, and what lessons you can learn from them. So when you shift this perspective, you will actually be more open-minded, more committed towards your goal, and more feeling good about yourself, because you're competing with yourself and being a better person every single day by looking at others, learning from others, and evolving yourself. Okay, this is something that you should always always understand. See, because end of the day, there's always someone who is better than you. Please understand. If you try to be the best, there'll always be someone who's better than you. Rather, you work on what you can learn from others today that I can implement and grow. Always imitate, improvise. That will be the key for success. Okay, good.
And one more thing I just wanted to share, Sumant. So every day after my studies, I'll just try to go for a walk for 30 minutes. And actually, earlier I has heard that if we want to become a civil servant, or if you want to become something, so from when we had aimed for that, we should start behaving as such. And try to be ourselves, like if I'll be in that position, how I should have done the things. So actually I used to, when I'll go, I used to think myself how it will be like if I'm already serving like something, I should contribute to the society as well, to my surroundings as well in that. So that thoughts makes me to do more work in effective way.
Wow, superb. That's exactly how you need to think. When you think of service should begin from the family and then society, because when you start thinking of having a service orientation to everyone around you, how I can be of a service to someone, how I can do my things better. See, always understand this logic, students, to add on to what Mamta said. There is this thing called bad, good, great. I want everyone to check this. In anything that you're doing, check if you're doing anything bad. Okay. Or I'm doing it. I'm doing good. Versus, am I doing great? Good is always the enemy of great. Please understand this logic very clearly. No one came and told Mahatma Gandhi to come and fight for India's independence. No one told Mother Teresa to actually do a great social service for the country. Correct? No one told Ambedkar to come and fight for the lower caste movement. Everyone, they went from the good to be the great. I'm not saying that you should become someone like them, but what I'm saying is, in your field, which level are you in? Are you doing bad where you're not doing what's needed? Or are you doing what's needed alone? Or are you doing what's more than what's needed? That's what will shape your journey to become excellent. Please check out of 100% how much all of you are doing either of these. Mamta, clear? So start from there.
Yeah, that's it, Suman. And I had a few classes for testing. So there I had created a group and I just started giving the assignments for them. That is also helping so many people. Like I have around 30 students around all over the world. They are maybe because of this 5 AM club, they are also getting benefit indirectly.
Superb. Yeah. This is how, duplication happens. Very good, Mom. Happy for you.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you. Right. Indusha, go ahead. Let's speak fast.
Good evening, sir. Last week, I was only able to cover 2 classes because of a function at my home. So I was a little busy, and coming month also, I couldn't able to. I may be not able to, but I'll try to. I'm in the class 36, sir, quality. I still have 10 classes to complete the subject. And as far as economy, I have done my live classes. And in that economy, I too need access to PPT, sir.
Done.
Because I need to. I need to update some things. I've taken note of things, but some parts are missing. So I need to update that and link it to the current affairs also.
Good. So you're almost done with all the subjects, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
You are. So once polity is done, get full-fledged with the previous year questions and get ready for the test series. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Good. Okay. Perfect, Indusha. And you are linking regularly to current affair. I just want you to share how is it helping you now? What do you feel now after linking it to current affair to all the subjects?
Sir, actually, up to environment and ecology and geography and science and tech, I was reading the articles. But now, in case of polity, I am not reading all the articles. I'm just taking the links for the the current affairs. So I'm not reading the articles because I need to complete the syllabus. So I think in the second revision I may be reading the articles. So I got some perspective definitely, but I'm not in touch with the subject last week, so I could not speak much. So that's why I'll definitely get into the track. Maybe I may not concentrate for more time, but at least 2 hours I can get out of what I have.
Good. Okay, Indusha. Yeah. Keep up the pace. Very good. Okay. Sai Prarsha, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
So last week I was affected with dengue fever and I was admitted to hospital. So I couldn't actually study much. But I met this doctor there, sir. He supported me very well, and he I have know what is importance of rest and recovery, sleep, and also we usually neglect all those things. But he made me realize what is the importance of those things. so that we can work efficiently later. So initially I was like worried about the time I lost, but now I am like recovered very fast, and I'm just starting to plan my day for tomorrow.
Very good. Very good.
Yes.
Okay. So now we are in the advanced stage, right? How's your optional subject going on? And are you effectively prepared things?
Hello.
Hello, Sai Prasha. Are you ready with
Sorry,
your optional
sir,
subject also?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am ready with my optional also.
Okay, good. So now go on solving as many questions as possible, and
Yes,
keep
sir.
on updating the notes and your knowledge. Use previous year question paper topics to keep on reflecting whether you remember things, how much you're able to recall, where you're facing a challenge, all that. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Good.
Thanks.
Next. Mani, Kaushik, go ahead.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Hi, Kaushik. Good evening.
Sir, I have completed the geography, and in environment ecology, I was in 20th class now. I think 3 more classes to complete that as well.
Just a minute. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, where were you?
Geography completed, sir.
Superb. Okay.
In environmental ecology, I was in 20th class now.
Okay. Good. Okay.
So I in geography, sir. So I am not following current affairs, but I have completed previous year questions only. I haven't done with the current affairs. The searching and all I haven't done.
That's absolutely fine. Now is the time for you to pace up and build a draft of the basic notes first, Kaushik. Okay. And then you can go about and cover the remaining things.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Just excuse me one second. Right. Sorry for that. Yeah. Good, Kaushik. Any doubts? Any challenges?
Sir, I would not say challenge. As I'm completing the previous year questions, right? I don't know. I'm remembering the questions and answers as well. I think I'm thinking that is not. I'm using as a what we call by hearting. I'm thinking. But I'm remembering the questions and answers as well. When I see the question after some time, maybe in the second or third day, if I go to the chapter wise, actually I'm having the chapter wise analysis of the questions, which I got from some other books and all. So after 3 days or 4 days completing, I just want to revision that. So when I'm seeing the question, I haven't marked any answer, but I'm getting the answer on immediate basis. I'm thinking I'm doing any by heart or something. Really, I was in the dilemma.
Yeah, no, you will remember things like that. Not a problem. Okay. But your focus should not be on getting the answer right alone. Your focus should be on reasoning out why a statement is correct, why a statement is wrong. That's important.
Okay.
Yeah, it's normal. It's normal to recognize. Your mind will recognize things faster. It's good only. No problem at all. But our point is not to find out the answer alone. The point of learning through question is to analyze the question and the keyword and the key points. Clear? Okay. That's very important. And the second stage of brainstorming will be with respect to previous year question paper topics. Okay. That unit. Okay. So in previous year questions, focus on analysis. Okay. Focus on analysis. Okay. Okay, Kaushik. Thank you. Fasten up. You have more capacity than what you think, Kaushik. You just need to completely utilize it. Okay. So do that. Okay.
Sure.
Right. And right. And I think we have Rohan. Did you finish? Rohan?
No, sir, after a long
Rohan,
break, I'm starting now, sir.
Yes, Rohan, please don't think you're starting from zero. You've already done things. It's just about getting things back on track and starting effectively one day at a time. Clear? So don't get overwhelmed. start slow, but start steady and be steady.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay, sir.
Good, good. Deepa, you heard how was the whole experience for you? You're beginning now, I know, but hearing everyone, what did you feel and what did you understand? I want you to share a few words.
Yes, actually, I was listening to everyone and I understood that it's like really helpful when we see how others are preparing and what challenges they are facing, because maybe even we may face similar challenges when we study that subject. And best practices we can inculcate when we are learning that.
Absolutely. See, this is called a journey. In the UPSC journey, different people are in different stages of the journey. When you hear what a person in the advanced stage is doing, and when the advanced stage person hears what the person in the beginning stage is doing, it will be a total rewiring of the thought process. You get to learn from either of the things to be able to implement the best practice to take it forward. End of the day. Okay, very good. Yes. So let's just round up what we learned. Very good. So coming to the work-life challenges, as we spoke, always try to delegate whatever others can do. You don't do everything, as simple as that. Second, do answer thinking and not answer writing if you're beginning your mains answer writing process. Okay, please do the answer thinking with the open book system. And when it comes to the best practices, we came up with some really good ones today. While making the notes, keep it 10% of the notes in the form of keywords. And Rajneesh, please share that particular sheet so that others might get an idea from your technique also. Second, presenting notes in a fun way with images. Try to represent your notes in the form of flowcharts, diagrams, wherever relevant, in the form of maps, because the same content you'll be using it as a part of your answer writing also. Okay. Remember, UPSC is more about presentation and 30% about knowledge, 70% presentation. Third, create stories for remembering the connection between concepts. Your mind will never remember concepts individually. Remember things as a story and it will remember it completely. Okay. Then solve previous year questions after geography, environment, science, and tech as a whole. It will really help you recall and interconnect things. Fifth, wake up at 5 a.m. and helps us claim your time, helps you cover the classes effectively. Okay. And compare versus inspire. Never compare with others because every different one are in different zones. Please understand. See, it's like comparing is like you comparing New Zealand with England with respect to the time each of them have. See, different countries have different time zones, correct? Just like how different countries have different time zones, you all have your own different time zones of your development. I want you to look at your time zone and start working on that rather than comparing with another person who is in a different time zone altogether. Clear? So never compare, but always inspire. See how others are doing it better, what you can learn from them. Always go out and seek help. You will get help. Then bad, good, great. Always try to be great and don't settle for good because good is always the enemy of great. Please remember that. Okay. Your mind will say that you're doing what's needed. Why should you go beyond that? That is where the excellence will come for the few who aim for the great. And then rest and recovery is extremely important. Please do not compromise on your sleep and always have an adequate sleep of 6 to 7 hours per day, even if you are, and structure your day accordingly. That's very important. Rest, recovery is really important for effective preparation. And lastly, previous year question paper, focus should be on analysis and not identifying the answers alone. As Kaushik rightly shared, when you go back to the question again, your mind knows what the answer is. That's not the point. Okay. You just should focus on the analysis of the statement that has been provided in the particular question and analyze why it is correct or wrong. That is why you're using the previous year question, not to just identify the answers. So these are all the learnings that we got this week. So with all these takeaways in place, go back, effectively perform and fasten up your preparation so that, you know, we are able to take the preparation to the next level. And we are already in December and the heat will begin. So before the heat begins, you got to be prepared, right? So thank you so much and wish you all a great week and productive week ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.